During my driving test, the examiner made me pull over because he'd spotted someone breaking into his house.
Lee's team.
Driving test or driving instruction?
Driving test.
You're actually on your test. How old were you then?
18, I think.
And talk us through the conversation.
I was going down the dual carriageway. That bit was fine, and then we pulled off and we went to a residential area. I didn't know the area.
You just changed that, didn't you? We're going down the dual carriageway, and then we pulled off and went to a residential area.
I remember that.
What houses are that could be broken into? Yes, carry on, Rav.
And we pulled off.
Yeah.
And he just screamed, stop.
Just screamed, stop. Yes.
So I stopped the car.
So you stopped the car?
And he ran out.
So he got out, and did he even say what he was doing?
He ran to a house that had a ladder.
Oh, he didn't tell you anything, he just ran out of the car. So at this point you're thinking, I'm not doing very well, am I?
But I knew something was up, because...
He'd said stop and ran out of the car.
No, because mine's...
Exactly the same thing happened on my driving test.
He just ran out the car and ran to the house that had a ladder on the outside because he thought someone was breaking into the house, which I later found out.
Talk us through then what happens.
He came back and said, no one's breaking into the house, it was the window cleaner.
I've got a question for you. That house must have been empty, otherwise he wouldn't have been so panicky, correct?
Quite possibly, I don't know.
Where was the window cleaner getting the water?
An outside tap?
I
All right, what are we thinking? Sue, what do you make of this?
Well, you see, I'm just thinking the examiner could have actually liked the look of that house and said stop and dashed up because he probably thought, I just want to see if there's anything worth myself burgling.
Oh, you thought he was a burglar?
Yes.
So you thought my examiner turned burglar?
There's an angle we hadn't thought of.
Yes. Did he have any jewels when he came back?
Yeah.
I like the way Sue thinks our job here is to develop the story.
Sue, I could see you and Rav, prime-time BBC One, as a new crime-fighting duo. He's very much the traditional copper, but you think a little bit outside of the box.
Oh, I'd be like Sister Boniface.
Who's Sister Boniface?
She's a nun who's a detective.
What channel's Sister Boniface on?
20.
Channel 20.
Channel 20.
Channel 20 or Sister Boniface, but this is... I'm going to write this down.
What do you reckon, Chris?
So do I think that Rav had to stop his car in a driving test because the driving instructor saw a man on a ladder at his house and thought it was a burglar, but it was the window cleaner? Yes, I do.
You think it's true?
Wow.
Susan Pollard.
Oh, dear. I'm going to go... it's...
What are you thinking? I'll help you with your dilemma.
Well, you've been hopeless so far, you're not giving me...
You think out loud, Sue. Can I just say, your character in Heidi High, I always thought was an exaggeration of your character. Turns out it was toned down, wasn't it?
It is true.
You say true. We'll take
true.
that.
True.
I'm going to go with my teammates and say it's true.
OK. Rav, you've convinced them, but was it the truth or was it a lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.